Hey guys, Crafters here. Today we're going to be talking about a low risk and decent loot run on the map Shoreline. We've been doing these for most maps here in Escape from Tarkov. This is absolutely my favorite one. Shoreline is one of my favorite maps. It's kind of not usually the most popular map, but it is definitely one of my favorites, especially for making money. This is the route I use if I need to get an extra Kappa item that I'm still looking for, or if I'm just kind of hurting on cash a little bit. This is definitely one that I use all the time. Usually pretty quick, in and out within 10 minutes, and we can usually get a decent amount of money without risking too terribly much. Let's just get right on into the video. I want to make a quick interruption to this video to quickly talk about our sponsor for today's video, Advanced GG, the best energy supplement for gaming. It is the energy supplement that I use every day to get the streams out, to continue editing videos late into the night, and just to keep me on my toes at all times. You can get your own over at advancedgg.com with coupon code crafters, and we'll get right back to the video. Alrighty guys, here we are on the map Shoreline here. We are right next to the Sanitar's cottage. As you can see, there's the cottages right there. This area right here is probably the heaviest PvP area we're going to be in today. So this is the one area you probably want to just be a little bit careful with. But it's still normally not too bad after the first few minutes of the raid. So first of all, we're going to be in this little blue area right here. And we're going to go to this back bush over here. There is a stash spawn right here. It's not here this raid, but it might be there for you. Then all throughout this construction zone here, there is technical loot all over this place. Again, I've been blessed to not have any of it, obviously. But there is tech loot all over this place. Just take a good look at this area over here. Usually some goodies right on over there. All right, we're going to hop right on into the cottages here. It's obviously a beautiful day in Tarkov today. Nice little rain coming through here. We're going to run right on into the cottages here. Then once we get right in here, we're going to just take a quick left. Right in here, there's a few duffel bag spawns. We got one right there and one right there as well. Make sure you hit those duffel bags. Right after that, we're going to just look right on over here. I've seen this key here maybe one time ever, but it's still worth the check because it's a good key. The cottage backdoor key can spawn right there. Alright. Then we're going to run right on into the unlocked cottage here. We got duffel bags all over this place. So just look around. We got duffel bags all over here. We got one right there. Got one right there. One right there. I know one can spawn right over there. We got duffel bags all over this place. Make sure you check those out. We're going to run upstairs. Then we're going to hit the safes up here. We got the first one right here. And the second one's a little more hidden. You got to open this door right here. And there's our second safe right there, right up here. That's our safe. Then we're just going to run to this other room here. We got just a little technical spawn right there. And then a PC right here. I find a lot of GPUs in this PC. That one's definitely worth the head. Alright. Let's run on downstairs here. We're going to go through this door. We got a duffel bag spawn right there as well. Then we got two coats right here. Make sure you check those out. Got more duffel bag spawns on the porch over here. Sometimes there's one on the couch. Sometimes there's one over in the corner. Just take a look. They're pretty easy to spot, obviously. All right, after that, this area is a little bit more shady because you're kind of out in the open, so it's up to you whether you want to hit it, but it's my job to show you where it is. So we're going to come onto this little island over here. And we have our first toolbox right here. It's one of those ginormous toolboxes. As you can see, it is a toolbox. We got that right there. And then there is a Jaeger stash spawn right here in this bush as well. Again, this area is kind of out in the open. There's really no cover. So I like to hit this more when I'm on a scav, this little area. But if you're feeling kind of ballsy, that is a good little spot right there. Next, we're going to take an immediate quick little left once we get through here. And then right on over, it's a little bit out of the way, but right on over by this destroyed house here is another Jaeger stash spawn. It's going to be about right here. It's by one of these rocks. It's not here for me, obviously, because why would it be here when I'm trying to show you guys where stuff is? But it's right by one of these rocks. It's one of the ones that's pretty easy to spot. Just make sure you check it out. It's a decent one. Make sure you check that out. All right, next, we're going to hop on right into the village over here. Now, I'm not going to enter every single house in here because that'll take us 30 minutes to hit every single house. I'm going to show you guys my route that normally fills up my entire backpack and gets us in and out within usually 10 minutes once you kind of get the route down. So first, we're going to enter this first house right over here. We got duffel bag spawns all over this house. There's one usually right there, one right there. Sometimes there's one on the couch. There's one sometimes right over there, one right there. They're all over this area. Check it out. Just be thorough with it. If you run upstairs, there can be one on either side of the bed as well. Make sure you check all those duffel bags over there. Duffel bags are really good for loot. All right, then we got 2 coats on the exit here. 2 coats. Make sure you check those out as well. This route does have a lot of coats as well, so it works for if you're looking for a specific key for a quest. This is definitely a good route as well. So once we leave that house here, we're going to actually run over to the right here. And we're just going to hit these 2 coats right here real quick. 2 coats right there, nice and easy. And you're going to leave right over there. You're going to come hit this Jaeger stash right here. This one's usually missed because it's kind of hidden, but it's right there. Then once you hit that, you're going to run right on over to this house right behind here. Another coat spawn right there for maybe an extra key or something. Then right here, once you're done with that coat right there, you're going to run on over to this little shed over here. And you're not going to see it right now because it's still kind of bugged. It's been bugged for a long time, but if you enter, there's the toolbox right there. Got a toolbox right there. Make sure you hit that one. All right, once you exit that little shed right there, just take an immediate right. And you got a few duffel bag spawns in here as well. Of course, they wouldn't be here for me to show you guys, but they are spawns here. One can spawn right there, and then one in the back right there as well. Once you're done with that, you're going to run all the way over to this house over here right behind you. Got a toolbox spawn right there for you. This is a really nice house right here. There's 4 coats total in this house. First one's kind of hidden. It's behind that door right there. There she is right there. Second one, once you enter, it's going to be right there. Coat right there. There could be just little spawns all around here. So just make sure you check all these spawns over here as well. Then once you go through there, you're going to walk right on into this house right here. Or into this room right here. Got our last 2 coat spawns right in there. Just make sure, again, you're checking for loose loot all around. These houses have a lot of loose loot all around them. Make sure you check them out. Then once you're done with that, there could be, I believe, up to 2 duffel bag spawns in here. One right there and one right there as well. All right. Once we leave that house, I like to just go and kind of check this as well. There could be a toolbox spawn over here as well. And then just some goodies just chilling over here as well. Sometimes nice to check. All right, once we're done with that, we're going to run right on back out. And we're just going to run over here to the next few stashes. Now, again, I'm going to point out I'm not hitting every house there. There is obviously more houses. There is more duffel bags. But this is just my route that fills up my entire backpack almost every time. And gets me in and out really quick because I have the route down. So once we get out of that house, we're going to come on over here to the dumpster. We got another Jaeger stash right there. Once we're done with that one, we're going to run right on over to these circles over here. Another one right there. All right, next, once you're done with that, we're going to run on over to this side over here. Got this nice little house over here. We enter this house right here. We got 2 more coats right there to hit as well. So if we walk on in here, we got technical loot all over here. Like we got some keck tape right there. Usually can get a few things on all here. And then right over here is another technical spawn. So it has been known to spawn GPUs in this area, so keep an eye out. Alright, once we're done with that, we're going to run right on back out the way we came. And just take a quick left. We're going to enter kind of like the, I don't want to call it the tool shop, but kind of the tool shop here. And then all up and down these shelves is going to be tech loot as well. And then don't forget, because of the recent buff to the cash registers, to hit the cash register. Cash registers are amazing now, especially if you have a docs case. So like in this cash register alone, we got 21k. You just shove that right in your butt right there. And bing bada boom, you got a free 21k. Alright. And then yeah, up all and down these shelves, there could be stuff. Of course, there's none for me, as there would be. But there you go. There's a nice little spot right there. Okay. So after we're done with that, we're going to hop right on over. And we're just going to go right over to this side over here. Okay. We're going to hop down to this house over here. Now over here we got some spawns up and down this right here. Usually some decent stuff right there. And then if we run over here, it could be a duffel bag right there. Then I believe if we enter the house, there can be a duffel bag spawn somewhere in this house as well. I can't remember exactly where it is off the top of my head. There she is right there. Oh, we got a duffel bag right there. And I don't believe there's anything in this room over here, but I'm just double checking. Be thorough. No, nothing in there. Okay. Once we're done with that house, We're going to just quickly run over to this shed over here. There can be toolbox spawns up in this shed over as well. And then we're going to run on over to this stash over here. Be careful, if you can't go too far into here or you're going to die to the mines, but there is a stash right there as well. Make sure you hit that Jaeger stash. Alright, after that, we're going to quickly, we're going to kind of backtrack a little bit here. And obviously you don't have to hit any of this stuff in any particular order. This is just kind of the route I usually run. My mind's kind of going all over the place, trying to make sure I hit everything. So we walk inside this little gas station right here, and then we got technical spawns all up and down this shelf. As you can see, we got a sledgehammer right there. It's an easy 100k right there. Got a toolbox right there. We can get another toolbox right there. I believe we can get a toolbox behind here as well. Make sure you hit all those toolboxes. And then just, if you guys remember the cash registers that I told you about earlier, we got 2 more cash registers right here. So if we remember correctly, we got 21k in the first one. There's another 16k. And there's another 22k, so that's 40, 50, that's like 56k. Just off the top of my head, about 56. Just right there, just right in your docs case, nice and easy, zero effort at all. Alright, once you go and hit this area, you're going to run out. You're going to hop on over in here. There could be multiple toolbox locations in here. We see one right here. I know I've seen more than one. Apologies about the rain. As I said earlier, it is a gorgeous day in Tarkov today. Then once we're done with that right over there, we're going to run over to this house over here. We're going to quickly check our Jaeger stash spawn right over here. It's going to be right there. We're going to quickly run inside this little shed again, and we got a guaranteed coat spawn right there. And once we go inside the house, though, we got another coat spawn. And we got technical loot in this kind of area over here. And then if we walk inside here, this is a good one. We can have, I believe, up to 2 duffel bags and 2 toolboxes in here. Of course, we are blessed with only 1 duffel bag, but I've seen there be 2 of each. So you get a lot of goodies out of there, and then a few spawns just kind of chilling around here as well. And then when I'm done with this route, I like to always leave over at the extract right over there, the path to lighthouse extract. It normally works out pretty nicely. So by that time, you're already generally pretty heavy. You got a decently full backpack, depending on whether the Jaeger stash is spawned or not. But there is a little bit more we can grab, just in case you're not full already. So we're going to hop on over to this house over here. This is one of the quest houses for, I believe it's, not inventory check, I'm sorry, courtesy visit. This house over here, I like to hit this one right here. Because if we go in here, got a coat spawn right there. Got spawns all up and down here. As you can see, they're finally spawning some stuff for me here. We've got some Marlboro, some propane. Got the coffee beans, some fleece. Go over here. Right here is a spawn. It is a static spawn for the, I believe it's the beard oil. So it doesn't always spawn there, but it can spawn right there. And then we got some toolboxes and some more technical loot. Like we got the fuel right there. We got toolbox right there. I think we can get a second toolbox right there as well. And once we're done with that, I like to go and quickly, just because it's on the way, there is another Jaeger stash right here. Again, it's not going to spawn for me, of course, but it can spawn right there as well. And then there is a few more Jaeger stash spawns inside the Sunken Village. I'm not a huge fan of Sunken Village because there's so much swamp in there, and it's so easy to get caught and then sniped at if somebody happens to run through. But that's your decision if you want to run on in there. There is, I think, 4 Jaeger stashes over in there. I will refer you to the wiki and or Tarkov Map Genie to see those exact locations. It's generally pretty good on those, but they are in there. And then once I'm done with all that, I like to just head on out here. Extract's right on over here. Don't have to run too far. And the path to lighthouse is one of the extracts that is always open all the time, no matter where you spawn. You will always have path to lighthouse. There is no way you will not have it. You can spawn right next to it and leave immediately. It is always here. You can extract right there. That's the route, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed or found this video helpful, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button for more. And make sure to come follow us over on Twitch as well. We are live 5 days a week from 5 to 9 p.m. Central. I hope to see you guys there. Have a great rest of your evening, guys.